Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the top altcoins we believe in that's going to explode in 2024. We're going to talk a little bit about the ETFs and talk about some new narratives, of course, that can go crazy in this bull market as well. But I would like to introduce you guys to Jay. Of course, you can say something, Jay. You can hear me, Jay? I don't know if you can hear me. That was an issue. Zoe, you can hear me, Zoe? Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna let them know that they can't hear me right now. But as everybody come in, I'm gonna just read some of the comments. They can't hear me right now. Yeah,
Yo, yo,
as everybody
can
come
you hear
in,
me?
I'm gonna just read some of the comments. Oh yeah, there you go, Zo. There you go, Jay. I can hear you, Jay. Zo, you there? Let me see. Calvin says he'll come back leading the way with Red Belly. Who is Calvin, and how do you know about Red Belly? All right, just texting. Jay, you still there? Dang, some issues is here, but I see people are coming in. Drop a comment as you guys come in. Let me know what's up.
All right.
I don't know how you guys' weekend is, but let's see. Zoe should it be here and there. And Jay, you can hear me? Hmm. I don't know what the issue is when they come in. Let me just remove them and put them back in.
Yep.
You can hear me,
Yo,
Zoe?
yo, I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
What about you, Giselle?
I had to hop out and hop back in.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Zoe, you there? Think he's there. I think he can
Yeah,
hear us.
I think he'll figure it out. He probably had to hop out and hop back in too.
All right. All right. Perfect. Perfect. So,
What's going
as you guys
on?
already know, this image is going to talk about, how I hate the Bears and how I feel going into this whole year. ETF gotten approved. We've been talking
Yeah, I
about
had
what's going
to.
on with
Can you hear me
Bitcoin
now?
now. Zoe, you here? Was that you, Jay, or Zoe?
That was
Yeah, I think he can hear her.
Okay, it's a little latency behind it, but
But you can hear us though, Zoe? I think so. Yeah. We got to get stuff fixed out here, man. You guys know, if you guys want to get into some upcoming projects, private sales, you guys got to join that Patreon, join the Discord. We're getting into some of the biggest bangers, some of the biggest projects, honestly, in this space as of right now. And you guys do not want to miss out on none of those projects from Layer Zero. What else did we get into that was pretty big? Red Belly was just commented. We got Say. We did get Celestia. That's just to name a few, of course. So the supporter tier is just what it is. It's a supporter tier. Of course, you guys get access to the watch list and some of the calls. I don't do too many calls as I'm not a big trader, of course, because the tax is going to end up killing you at the end. And then the $20 tier, which is the OG tier, is closed for you guys. That was just all last year. So now the only way you guys can get into the private sale is with that $80 tier. So once again, you guys do not want to miss out on those, right? And my co-host today is going to be Jay, Everything Currency. So you guys make sure you guys go check out his channel, subscribe to his channel, and then you also got Crypto Zoe. Go check out both of their channel and subscribe to them. You guys want to say anything?
what up? What up? Let's get started. I'm ready.
Yeah, I think Zoe is there, but let me see what's
all
going on
right.
with Zoe. You can hear Zoe? I think it's like latency for him or something. We'll remove him real quick and coming back. Yo, Zoe. Let's see if he could. We'll bring it back up there now. See if he catches up to anything. I do see some comments coming in, so let me just check out the comments before we move on to anything else here. Is it on my end that nothing is really loading up?
Usually, I've used this platform a couple times. It's usually the host. Like usually the host has to hop out and hop back in. It's weird.
So I gotta hop out and hop back
Oh, you
in.
said sometimes it has issues.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
we can hear you now.
Nah, yeah, so
Oh
you
yeah,
here?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm just
Boom.
chilling.
Oh,
There we
okay, we
go.
good.
Zo, talk about yourself, man. Did he just drop out?
Oh yeah, I was waiting on me.
Yeah. Talk about yourself. Introduce yourself. Crickets. Yo, Zo,
Crickets,
you can hear Zo?
crickets.
What's going on? Am I lagging?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know if you can hear us, to be honest.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear. Well, I can hear you. I don't know if EA. I can't hear EA. Maybe.
Oh, you can't hear EA. He can't hear you.
Oh, that's what's
Oh,
going. Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what's going on. So y'all could both hear me. All right, I'll just be the main person in the stream today. No, I'm just um yeah, how can we
Now I hear EA. There we go.
okay, there we go.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's up? This is Zoe. I'm from Crypto DJ and Zoe. Just started my channel a while ago, just trying to help some people make it through this bull run so they don't go through the stuff I went through.
Perfect. You guys already know. Go check out his channel. So yeah, we're gonna get a little started right now. Let me just go on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at 42K as of right now. Well, 43, we should say. ETF was approved. That was the big hype narrative. And we did see that sell the news event. But we also, before we saw that sell the news event, we saw a little spike up to what I said was going to happen, that 48 to 50K. And it happened to 48 and some change. And it dropped back down. Do you guys have any thoughts right now? What's going on with the ETF and the markets?
Man, I always tell
Um,
people I'm not even worried about the short term. I always tell my group, I used to try to do that trading thing when Bitcoin started falling. Like, oh, I'm gonna sell and buy it lower, and it'd be the main one that I want that just skyrockets, and I'm looking stupid. So I'm just chilling. I got my bags early. I'm just riding the wave.
I like that. I like that. What about you, Jay?
yep, I mean, to me it's like playing out as expected, as it should, and I'm just letting it happen. You know what I mean? It's looking nice right now. I'm just collecting these coins.
Yeah, pretty unaffected. I like that, guys. Let me see this comment from Calvin. Calvin says it'll make a comeback regarding RWAs. We're going to talk a little bit about RWAs in this stream as well, right? And it's going to be leading the way with Red Belly. Not too many people know about Red Belly just yet, so we're trying to keep that on the wraps right now. Um, I mean, your Patreon, I've seen fortunate enough to get into the pre-sale pump for this one. Yep. And Super says Red Belly. He knows. He knows. We don't talk about Red Belly yet. Not just yet. Not just yet. And he also asked, "Do we know each other personally?" Not personally. I knew Jay for a while, off of YouTube, and then someone introduced me to Zoe, and then that's how we all got acquainted.
Yep.
Right.
So let's get back into it. So the ETFs, nothing too crazy. We already gave our ideas on that, right? Top gainers and losers as of right now. You're looking at Hopper as up here. This hasn't been up for a while. I think I remember talking about this. Got a little airdrop. It's not really worth anything. Jitto finally came out. This was another airdrop. Would you guys farming this?
No, I wasn't. I wish I was.
Yeah, I know I didn't farm the Jito airdrop.
So
But it was that one was for TL stakers or
yeah, I think it was on. No, it wasn't. It was Soul or yeah, I think it was Soul or
Yeah, it
Tia. It
was
was one of the
sold.
two. Yeah,
okay,
Soul.
oh it was so yeah.
And then Soul, this is up here, 18.9. Plythe, I know a lot of people got that Plythe airdrop. This is looking pretty good, up 15%. Sui's up here, new chain. Lit Labs, which a lot of people were talking about. And then Ordy. Nothing. Oh, well, Tia's here. I know this is your favorite, Zoe.
That's my baby there.
And for the losers, nothing too crazy. Demo is here down a little bit, but if you guys been listening to me, you guys been gaining that passive income off of Demo and just letting that thing just ride. What else? Nothing too crazy. So, what do you guys think about RWAs being a topic as of right now? As you guys know, after that ETF was approved, Larry Fink has been going around talking about tokenization everywhere. What do you guys think?
I
This is
was
big.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was slow to it at first. And I was like, I don't think it's going to be anything, But like you said, once Larry Fink starts talking about it, and I'm seeing the narrative pick up a lot. I'm not nothing. Even I forget sometimes. We early in the cycle. Like A lot of people picking picks now because they think they're going to be the biggest things, but it's so many new narratives and new projects that are going to be coming out. So you always got to keep your ear open to see what's going on. It's all about the sentiment of the market. It don't matter what you think. So I'm definitely trying to hop on the RWA now.
Yep. You guys already know I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of RWAs. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, for me, RWA, since I got into crypto, that's been the biggest thing. Like I personally feel like almost everything is gonna get tokenized. As soon as I started seeing like we're gonna tokenize our IDs, probably social security cards, everything, is gonna get tokenized. So I'm big on this narrative. I'm happy to see, Larry Fink turned into a little degen over there. It's looking good.
When it comes down to RWAs, you guys know I've been a big fan of RWAs for a while. I've been talking about that narrative on this channel, and it started off for me all with essentially Relio. Relio got me into RWAs, started to look more into it. Of course, found Centrifuge and some other ones that I'm a big fan of from LCX, Maple, Goldfinch. There's so many good RWA plays in here that you guys got to look into and figure out what is actually speaking to you. Proppy has been here for a long time with a working marketplace. I told you guys these guys are looking to replace Zillow or become the Web3 of Zillow, pretty much, right? And then you got Leo X here. This is Galileo Protocol, Black Square, the Factor. These guys have been doing some big things there. So there's a lot of RWA plays. I do got a video coming out very soon where I'm going to be talking about Centrifuge, essentially all about Centrifuge, because I think Centrifuge is going to lead the way when it comes down to RWAs. And of course, it's already the highest market cap. So I think it's going to continue to go. Do you guys have any favorite RWA plays that you guys are looking at right now?
Yeah. One that I just started looking into is IXS. Someone had brought it up to me in my Telegram group actually, but
Oh, the
I've been
swap?
looking in. Yeah,
What
I'm
is, what
looking
is it? What is it?
into
Talk
it.
to me. I saw it a little bit. I didn't really take a deep dive into it, but talk to me. Give me a little bullet point.
Well, so it's basically like a Uniswap for RWAs. It's like the first like legal compliant like automated market maker for RWAs. So it's like they're gonna have an infrastructure to make it so you can swap. You know what I mean? RWAs is about to be crazy.
Okay. This reminds me of one of my degen plays that I do have. It's an extremely low market cap.
Hmm.
When it comes down to like trading RWAs, they do have some partnerships with some of the RWAs in the space. Let me just pull it up real quick, see if it's even up here. Do 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 do. I don't think it's up here. So I'm gonna just pull it up real quick. It's called the Nasdaq's. Nasdaq's.
Mm.
Now, these guys have partnership with like Leo X and some other players in this space, but the market cap is extremely low. This is where you just going into the trash bin essentially at this point in time. I threw $100 in here. I'm just like, whatever happens to this happens to it. I'm just leaving it, staking it on the platform. I do not care. I don't even want to look at it. I'm just hoping something good happens from this project. Of course, this is like those Hail Mary throws out there, but don't invest in this, guys. What about you, Zoe? What are you looking at when it comes down to RWAs?
I saw Relio too, but the one I was really just paying attention to the other day is Goldfinch. I always try to break things down. The way I understand it, it reminds me of because I work in the film industry. It reminds me of like Indiegogo, or for more people that know, like what's it, GoFundMe. It's pretty much like, to me, it's like you can fundraise, but from different parties, and not one person, has the to be the funder. Like, say if somebody wants to start a business, it's like almost like a fundraising platform, but you don't have to deal with the middleman, and multiple people can put into the pot to help the person start the business or whatever. That's how I see it. I don't know how you would explain it, but that's kind of the way I broke it down in my head.
No, I
But
love that. I love that. I had talked about these in like my real world assets. They do have a different, like a bunch of buckets of what you can actually invest in. So I can't really access it. Of course, I need a VPN to see what some of these are, but it's looking pretty decent. I have it on my top list of RWAs. Them, Maple Finance, Relio. Who else did I put up on there? That were low caps at the time. I forgot. Where it is. Swarm Markets. There you go. Swarm Markets. What else? I forgot there was another one That's the only ones I can remember as of right now. Oh, the factor. There we go. The factor. That's another one that I was looking at as well. So there's a lot of RWAs, and I think there's going to be some more that's actually coming out from Land X. I talked about that. That's more about crops, tokenizing crops. What else do we have there that's coming out? That's all I can remember as of right now. But let me see if there's any other comments before we move on. Uh, what do you guys think about Rainmaker Games? If you guys didn't know, they actually just rebranded to what is it?
Prism.
To Gempad, right? Games, Game
It was
GPT.
Prism, was it? No.
Is it not the dual token now?
No, right. Dual. That's what it, I don't know why I'm thinking Prism. Oh, I know why I'm thinking Prism. Yeah, dual. The dual token.
Yeah, it's the
Right.
dual token now. Let's pull that up real quick because I was looking at it. Because I saw some people talk about it. They said they would be doing some burning every week. Is it even up here?
Yeah, I was looking into it. I know because you had this. I guess you had to sell the old token or whatever. Then somebody was saying you could swap the token. Then they were saying you had to stake it. So I was just trying to wait it out. I was like, I'll just wait till they launch the dual token instead of.
Oh, I can't spell. If you saw that,
I ain't
I
even see.
cannot spell. But yeah, they go ahead say what you were saying again, Zoe. Sorry.
No, I was saying before, I think they were saying when I first got onto it, they were saying like you just swap out the old Rainmaker token into dual, and then it seemed like you had to stake it for a while. So I kind of backed out for a minute and I said, I'll just wait till they launch the dual token. Because I mean they do got good backing and stuff behind them, but I didn't want to, stake to switch it out. I'll wait till they launch it or whatever.
Yeah, I try to take a little trade on Rain, of course, because when they announced that they was rebranding, this is what I was talking about. They're going to be burning 1 million dual token from circulating supply for the next 3 weeks, it seems. And then they got something coming with the injective ecosystem. It looks like it might be good, but I don't know how you guys feel about tokens rebranding, especially after going through a full cycle. What do you guys think about that?
Sometimes I think it's good. If they have a whole plan for it. I've been burned by some token rebrandings and missing some migrations before, but I think if they're realizing that they have a good product and the marketing needs to be fixed, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay. What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, but, I mean, same. You got it's a double edged sword. So you never know. Like I said, that's what made me. I paused a minute. Like I did. I think I took the trade too because it was like 0.001. Then it shot up to like 5 or 6. I think I took a trade at 5. But far as like holding it to do the switch, I was like, I'm gonna wait a while because it could be good or not. But like I said, I wanted to wait till they actually did the rebranding because like I said, I mean, they got Animoca behind them, Polygon, CMS holders, and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'll wait till a full switch over. I might miss some gains because I think they were saying that it was the new token when you switch it was like an automatic 3x or something like that. So it's kind of like the sounds good, but is it true? So I just tried to wait it out.
Well, I'm not a big fan of not RWA. Sorry, my mind went somewhere else. I'm not a big fan of rebranding, but I feel like in this instance with those backers, especially with Animoca behind it, it could give it some credence or whatever. But for any other altcoin, I don't like rebranding. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like rebranding. If you came into this game with one specific goal and you wasn't able to achieve that goal and you decided to rebrand, it automatically gives me a red flag for the next thing you're looking to do. So that's just my opinion, of course. And then what's this? Stefano says, I agree with RWAs. It will happen. Rio and Swarm are great picks. I like that. Have you guys looked at Lithium? Fantastic RWA project. Do you guys know about Lithium?
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Lithium. What about you, Dan?
No, I haven't heard of Lith. I mean, I heard about, I don't know, Lith Finance. No, I never heard of Lithium.
Let me pull it up real quick. Actually, I didn't hear about this one. I just didn't look fully into it though. It's an RWA play. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit. We're gonna leave this one aside. I do see some CredFis up here. They got Clearpool, TrueFi. So they already have some RWA plays as partners. What else they got here?
I think
Shards? What the heck? I hate these guys. Yo, nah, they did me dirty, guys. They did me dirty. Let me let me
Wait,
explain.
who is that? Who did you dirty?
The Gen Shards. Let me see. Is it still up here? These guys. Oh my god. So they were supposed to have an innovative type launch pad or whatever, where you're like essentially buying NFTs. I think if I remember this correctly, it was like you was buying NFTs that would contain the tokens for the launches that they will have on their website. And as you guys can see, the thing is dead. Nothing has come from these guys. I think they launched like one IDO or something. I don't remember, but it was trash. And I don't like to
Mm.
see these guys ever again. I hope they don't make a comeback somehow. But they look who they got behind them. Yeah, I hated these guys. But let me see some other comments here, of course. Rio, yep. Faircana. Yeah, Faircana looks very good. Sadly, we did get refunded. Well, we're in the process of getting refunded for this. Some people would like Faircana over Bloodloop. It's like a nice little dynamic over there. I don't know if you guys looked into Faircana, but they're going to be launching on C5 very soon here.
Yeah, they got the big dogs behind them. They I think it's like they're over in Dubai, right?
Yeah, I don't
And
remember where the team was at, but
yeah, they're over in Dubai, and even their I don't want to say it wrong. I think they call him their highness or whatever. Even he's like bullish on it. I'm like, that's kind of dope. I wish our politicians over here would get more into crypto and stop trying to knock it. But the fact that they have their leader behind it, like, because I think it's like one of their first big um gaming developing studios over there, so they're really excited about it. So I feel like
Dubai is a
they're
place to
gonna
go,
pump
man.
it.
Gareth says Space Falcons looks like a decent low cap. Could move. I see a lot of people talking about Space Falcon. I'm not really interested in that one. Um, this guy says inspect 50x no cap, no cap. We're gonna talk about that.
Yep. That was funny. I was gonna talk about Inspect too.
I figured we're gonna have some of the same list. I didn't even want to talk about GameSwift because I know Zoe is gonna talk about GameSwift, and I wanted to get his perspective on GameSwift because everybody on my channel already know my perspective on GameSwift and why I'm so bullish on it. We got to hear from Zoe, right? Katie says, "Hey Zoe, hey Zoe."
What's up?
Let's see. Alrighty. Where were we now? We look at that. So the new topic of discussion that is going to be happening very soon is the parallelized EVM narrative that's starting to gain a lot of exposure here. As you guys can see, Blockworks has put out this tweet on it, and we scroll down. They talk a lot about how it helps out EVM and things like that, but they highlight Say Network, Monad, and Neon. Have you guys been looking into the parallelization whole narrative and these three altcoins here?
What's the other two? I know you said Monad.
Say and Neon.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Neon
just
for sure. I've been looking into Say a little bit,
Okay.
but just hearing about this parallelization narrative.
You say what? You just hearing about it?
Yeah, I'm just hearing about it.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be one of those ones that a lot of people are talking about it. These are the three that they mentioned, but from other articles that I've seen, Matic is actually working on parallelization as well. So that's going to be a fourth altcoin, and Matic is just looking like it's going to be a problem. But as you guys can see, Monad here has raised 19 million at seed round. I'm trying so hard to get into this private sale. I'll sell a toes. Every toe I have to get in here because I know this is going to pump after what I've seen from Say. After I skip Say, I'm a little hot about it too. Do you guys have any like ones that you've been looking at between these three that you guys primarily like? You have Neon here as well and Say.
mainly, I mean, I got in Neon early. Just hear what Neon does. That was just like a no brainer. To be honest, it's just crazy because I just got into it, but I didn't really study in it. I was just like, oh, bring Solana over. All right, cool. That's cool. I'm just throw it back in there, and that was one of the best decisions there.
Honestly, I feel like that was definitely a good decision. I felt like that's what a lot of people probably did as well because they didn't know, everyone likes Solana, but if you're hearing an EVM coming over to Solana, that's a big thing. And it's also another topic of, Solana virtual machine coming out later that people are going to be talking about as well. Let's see some more comments here. Imagine architect on RWA real estate investment like crowdfunding using soulbound tokens for ownership of the land and the building being constructed and the money generated by building and giving back. Hmm? What do you guys think about this?
Says sounds pretty good. I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
like that name, Soulbound Token, but it's a good idea.
What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, definitely. I've heard. I didn't even know there was a project, but it's funny because I heard somebody like talking about something like this. Like somebody want to just get together and buy a bunch of acres, and they can all just get together and team up to buy it.
I think
So,
this is like a thought that he has. I don't know if a project is doing this just yet, but could be something that is coming in the works, of course. Gareth says, could Razorfi Launchpad do a good comeback with the Solana narrative? When it comes down to launchpads on Solana, what do I know of any launchpads? Radium? Do Radium is Radium a launchpad? I don't remember. What do you guys feel about the Solana ecosystem right now?
I mean,
Actually, the only thing that I hold in the Solana ecosystem right now is Radium. Because I've been sleeping on Solana for a minute, but I started looking into it, and then like Radium was like every time I was in a group with people, they were telling me about Solana. It was like Radium was like one of the biggest uses in the Solana ecosystem right now.
Yeah. What about you, Zoe?
I've always been bullish on Solana. Like of course, everybody comes with XRP, but after that, the next one was Solana for me. And even when people was talking bad about it, I always said that Solana was like the Apple of crypto to me. Doesn't mean it's the best project; it's going to be the only project, but it just feels like that's how the developers work over there. I mean, that's even before they got the phone, so it has nothing to do with the phone. But I always looked at them like that. Like the developers seem like they actually have fun, so I always been bullish on them. Got a couple gaming picks over there. And so I'm always bullish on Solana.
Solana seems like it's going to be hyped as of right now, especially with all the airdrops that's going on there. I know you guys probably have been farming for Jupiter. Jupiter's airdrop is coming out very soon. I think Jupiter is going to end up taking over Radium in terms of like the DEX use cases, but we will have to see on that one.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, I hopefully I
Hmm.
get a little bit of juke. I don't know if I even qualify, but I'm gonna be checking my wallets because I didn't get that Plyth airdrop. I did not get the Jito or Jito, whatever you want to call it. So I'm kind of hot about that, but I've had my Phantom wallet and I've been transacting on Phantom for a while. So hopefully that helps me towards the Jupiter airdrop. We'll see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think you'll get the Jupiter airdrop?
Gosh, I don't think so. I haven't been in the Solana ecosystem enough,
Yeah.
so I don't really like that. I got to get over there and start playing more.
At least you in the TIA ecosystem doing what you got to do over there.
Yeah,
Yo, what's
I
up,
got
my
into
boy?
it and injective.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, I did get into TIA and the injective ecosystem, and I'm looking more into BRC20s right now with all the layer twos and stuff popping up. But you know,
Yeah. What up, my boy? I love this collab. You three are legit as fuck. You guys need to collab more often. Jay's on this channel all the time. Zoe probably gonna be coming on a lot too. So
yeah.
he says he got respect for all three of us. G Swift to the fucking moon. Of course, we don't need the moon. We need beyond the moon at this point in time.
G Swift and go to Jupiter.
Yeah. Low says sup, guys. Sup.
So
And all right. So now we're gonna get into the topic, right? The three altcoins that you guys got for me going into in this year that you guys think will explode. Of course, I got my own three, which we're gonna cover, but I want to get you guys' opinions first. So I'm gonna go with you first, Zoe. What's your
Oh
first
man,
pick
me
for
first.
for 2024 that you're extremely bullish on?
We just doing one at a time each.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to
Okay, give me.
you, then I'm gonna go to Jay, and
Okay, so yeah. My number one Celestia.
yeah.
I believe in what they're doing, and I think everybody can use the data. Here we go. Data availability that it offers to decrease transaction speed. Oh, I just thought about something else. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'm Celestia for me. It's my number one.
It's up right now.
Oh yeah.
It's up 18. It's at the $18 mark. How high? If you had to give like any thoughts like on the price prediction, it could be a low, like the minimum you see Celestia going to this cycle?
The minimum for me, I did these calculations a while back. The minimum for me though is like 190.
190. Oh
Yeah, that's the minimum for me.
shit. Come on.
Okay.
You know I'm in a private seller, Tia. You can't do me like that.
You should have went back in time and got me in.
If
you
I
should go
could,
back.
I would have went hevier on
Yeah,
Celeste.
I was
Didn't
gonna
know
say,
it was
go
like
back
that.
in time and triple your allocation.
Triple. I'm putting everything I got in it. 190. Whew. Talk to me nicely, man. What about you, Jay?
Man, I mean, you already know my top ones, but I'm trying to give you something new today. So I'm gonna go with V. That's one that is waking up, and I'm like, once I started doing research, I started going in on it. I'm like, what? Under 40, $40 million market cap. Uh, Basically doing tokenization of like loyalty points with like the majors, like all of the majors. It's crazy.
What's the name? I don't know if I
Oh,
missed
V, Block V.
Block V.
Yeah. I recently did a video on it, but they got partnerships with like the NBA, with Cheetos, Doritos, KFC, Verizon, Intel to basically work on like loyalty points to try to keep customers, because there's also something happening where marketers are going to have a hard time marketing to people because they're going to like half of the cookies they use is about to get cut off.
Why is half of the cookies about to get cut off? I don't get that.
There's a law. There's just a law. They're passing a new law that's just giving more protection to people, against marketers following their data. So marketers are trying to come up with new ways to kind of keep people engaged and keep, people in their little ecosystems. And loyalty points, NFTs, has been like they feel like they hit the holy grail with NFTs or digital assets. So now they can, do stuff in augmented reality. Like, it's just crazy some of the stuff they got that they're building out for some of these, smart NFT protocol.
I won't even lie to you. Just seeing what I just saw, I'm already sold. Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a deeper dive. Let me slide this down over here. Let me slide that down over there.
Man, and they did an ICO back in the day, in the ICO days.
In the ICO days, it's been around that long?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 years ago. As low as, in 2020. Okay. And its all-time high was 6 years ago. God. Do you think it could get back to its all-time high?
Yeah, so I saw an interview. This is why I got bullish again. So the founder of this token is the founder of Tether.
What?
And yeah. And basically, he was like saying, the token's been quiet because they've been building or whatever. Now he's going to switch up and focus on marketing. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Okay. So we definitely getting back to that all-time high. I see. Okay. We definitely gonna slide that there. Okay. My pick for me is Shrapnel. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys have been paying attention to what Shrapnel has been doing lately,
Trap Night.
Yo, what they have been building from the Shrap Create here, they essentially brought Fortnite onto their game. Let me bring that volume down right now so you guys can actually see it's actually Fortnite in the game, right? And what's getting me more bullish is people could build any type of shooter-based game in Shrapnel. And what could be coming from these guys? I just know this they call it Shrap Night. That's what they called it, Shrap Night. It was looking amazing. Some of the best Web3 content creators were there playing this game. I think when it comes down to gaming, and I've told you guys, when it comes down to streaming, when a game to be successful, it has to be streamable. And if they're able to succeed with this type of environment and building out this way, I think Shrapnel has some legs to go crazy. Right now, it's still at a decent price, nothing too crazy. Of course, we did get into the private sale, so I gotta say I'm biased on this right now. It is at 25 cents. We have some good X's. Where we at? 180 days right now. Past 180 days. Let this load up. You can see you could have got it around 8 cents because it's fairly new. I could have got it about 8 cents. It did run up to about 41 cents. And I'm telling you, this thing is we could see this in a few, $1, $2 at some point in time. Of course, there's going to be a huge unlock. I broke all of this down in the video for you guys. There is going to be an unlock in April, or the end of April and May, and I'm going to be getting my tokens, but I don't think I'm going to be selling, because this right now, I'm going to let this ride to see how high this can actually go during this cycle. Do you guys have any thoughts on Shrapnel as of right now?
Same as yours.
Same as your, yeah. Y'all about to say, you said it all.
Oh, dang. I was hoping y'all was going to give me a little bit more juicy of a nugget. But okay. Let's go on to your second pick, guys. We're going to start off with you, Zell.
Okay, now this probably gonna surprise you. Now, don't get me wrong. Game Swift is still my baby, but I forgot. We talking about the stuff that's gonna pop off later in 2024, and mine is like they like neck and neck, but I'm really liking Ready Games. Like the
Ooh.
fact
You
they
talking
try.
about a game that's not even out yet.
Yeah, they transition in Web 2 games to Web 3, with the SDKs. You can use a layer 1 or a layer 2. They got the layer 0 interoperability, so you can, move the assets across any chain. But the thing I like is, if I'm not mistaken, when you're building the games on Ready Games, I think they have the ability to immediately go into iOS and Android stores. And so that's just really bullish. And I mean, they're already bringing successful games already over into Ready Games. That's already on the app stores or whatever, and converting them to Web3. Like I love what they're doing. Like it's really bullish. So I've been really trying to keep up with them. It's a lot of projects, but yeah, I'm really liking Ready Games.
You got to come mess with me, bro. You got to come mess with me.
Yeah.
Why? We got into the private sale of this.
Oh man.
So listen. When I first brought this to the guys, a few of the guys did like it, but I swear to you, the next day, Elio Trades made a video and mentioned Ready Games. I swear my DMs has never gone crazy the way it did the next day following this.
I don't even know if I knew that.
Yeah, Elio Trades had brought it up. This is going to be on the Neo Tokyo. I don't know if they're going to launch on Neo Tokyo, so I can't give you any definite answers on this yet. But I'm extremely bullish on this as well. So I love the take that you gave on it. Right, I didn't expect you to bring up a game that wasn't even out just yet, but I love it. I love it. So
yes, it's a couple of them out there, to be honest. Like, I love the platforms that's out now. What is it? I think it's about 3 that's coming out there. I haven't seen too many people talk about. So it's a lot. There's a lot of competition coming.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to my tweet real quick. Let me go to my tweet before. Yeah, here we go. My tweet is Web3 games this year is about to take over, right? Not take over like over all the narratives, but it's about to be huge with some of the biggest names coming out this year, from Midnight Society, Ready Games, Gunzilla. What else we got? I'm trying to remember. Portal is even up there. There's so many games that's coming out this year alone. I don't know if everybody gonna have the funds to be able to invest into all of the games, but you guys got to figure out what game you're going to be most bullish on.
Yeah, I gotta take time, man. And
Look
there's 2 others I've been looking at too. I don't know if y'all seen Play Ember and Exterio.
Yep. I just saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
Kyle from Paid Network said he's actually going to be launching some validator nodes of Gunzilla on his launchpad. So launchpads is going to be very important to get into some of these upcoming games, guys. You're going to want to look at Neo Tokyo. You're going to want to look at Paid Network. You're going to want to look at Seedify. The most important one is Seedify. You're going to want to look at DAOmaker. I don't know if PokerStars is going to make the full comeback, but you can look at that one too. So these are going to be some launch pads that's going to be. Also, I got one for you guys. Look at 8 Terminal.
Oh yeah.
Now you guys know I got that partnership with DAOmaker, so they brought me 8 Terminal. So I was able to get into the private sale of it. People said I was a paid shill, but I paid to get into this play. I paid. Hey, they didn't give me no free tokens. I paid. And I gave some allocations to my Patreon members as well. This is going to be one of those launch pads that's going to go crazy very soon here. They launching some of the good plays. Someone said Inspect 50X. Inspect was launched on here, did a 21X. It did higher for us in the private sale. We got into it. All right, so we're going to talk about Inspect too. Artifact, I know Zoe, you like Artifact. There's some guys that like AIT Tech. So these guys have already launched some projects that did some numbers from IDO, 21X, a 12X, 17X, and they have some more that's coming out. Let me just click here real quick and see what I could people are talking about DeFi Labs. They have one that's coming out called Mixmob. Mixmob is also a gaming project that is going to probably do insane numbers. A lot of Web3 influencers, crypto influencers, are actually in it as well, or are their calls. So there's going to be a lot of things for you guys to pay attention to when it comes. Oh, Satoshi VM is on here, guys.
What? I was literally about to
Satoshi
talk
VM is
about
on here.
Satoshi VM. That's crazy.
So this is going to be a launch pad of this season that a lot of people are going to want to pay attention to. Not only that, they also bring other DeFi tools for you guys to use in this space, from copy trading. I forgot what else they called one of the other ones that they have. So this is more than just a regular launch pad. Look into this, guys. Just look into it. Do yourself a favor. Not financial advice, matter of fact. Jay, what's up? What's your pick?
Man, you keep on stealing all my picks. Let's go with Block Square.
Block Square.
Yeah.
Hold on. What was going to be your pick? What was going to be your pick besides?
I was gonna say the last one, and then I was gonna also talk about. Well, you didn't actually really touch on it, but man, I think Neo Tokyo, the Byte token is
Neo Tokyo.
I think that token is very undervalued. Looking at it right now.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, the Bytes token.
I've heard so many mixed things on that, man.
Oh yeah, I love this right here. Jay, you go first, then Zoe, you gotta give me your opinion. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I'm just looking at the entire ecosystem, and I'm just like, okay, it's a nice ecosystem. I know a lot of people really focusing on the citizens, but I think the citizens might do something for the token. But yeah, I'm interested to hear any reason on why this thing is not popping off like I think it should.
Jay, you got any thoughts? Sorry, Jay. Zoe.
No, so that's one thing. I just try to follow the stuff that everybody can understand. Not to mention gaming is going to be big, so I try to follow a lot of that's going on in that Neo Tokyo group. And so, very bullish on the citizens and the NFTs and stuff. But I just been hearing like the allocations have been getting kind of diluted, and it's like I don't think you can just use the bytes token to like get allocations. It seems like there's loopholes, like different things you got to do, like burn them, or I think it's more than just having the token, and it's making people like less bullish on it. So that's why I think the price is not moving, because I said the same thing, like this thing should be exploding, but then you hear people saying like, oh, it's not as easy as you think or whatever. So I don't know for sure, so I don't have firsthand experience, but that's all I've been hearing.
So my take is I'm actually very bullish on Bytes. As you guys know, I said that this could be probably the most important gaming launchpad. Of course, that was before I heard all the allocations being diluted, of course, smaller allocations. But I already knew when it comes down to launchpads, you're not going to be getting a big allocation when it comes down to a lot of the launchpads. Look at Seedify. They just changed everything for them, and their allocations, I think it's gotten smaller, or they just changed the allocation type. And then from what I understand when it comes down to Neo Tokyo is, of course, people are earning, people that hold their NFT are earning bytes. So that creates a little bit of inflation right there. But then you also have to stake the bytes, and you also have to stake the NFT or something to be able to get into the IDOs, and then that's when you burn those bytes that's been used for that IDOs. That's what I understand from looking outside in. I'm not in that community to fully know everything, and I actually expected this to honestly be way higher than $10 as of right now. So I'm actually with you guys. I don't understand why it's still at these prices. But of course, if it's because the allocations are low and people not understanding what's going on with it, it's probably going to turn a lot of heads away from this project. So that's what I had to say. I don't know if you have anything else to say on this, Jay.
No, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm just I think it'll still be bullish in that regard, But the inner workings of it, I can see how that could, like you said, turn some heads.
Yeah. Let me look at some of these comments real quick. Gareth says font fonts for the win. I don't even know what font fonts is. It doesn't sound like something I like. I almost gave up on base chain airdrop. I didn't give up on it. I think they saying there's not going to be an airdrop, but if you guys remember, Arbitrum said the same exact thing, and then later on there was an airdrop, and I think that the base ecosystem is actually going to be very big just because of how many retail users are going to be having access to it easily through Coinbase app. They're going to make some changes there as well. So I haven't given up on the airdrop. Of course, is they probably not, but who knows? What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they're gonna have an airdrop. You know, I don't know. I just can't see them doing it. They're trying to be compliant as possible. U.S. citizens already get kicked out of a lot of airdrops. That's primarily their user base. So
Fair enough.
I
Fair
don't
enough.
know.
Take. What about you, Zoe?
Same thing as he said.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just optimistic in this space. I ain't gonna lie. I just like the free play. Taylor says, check out Abyss World. Don't wasn't you talking about this, Zoe?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, the project looks great and all, but they had a little drama in the past. But sometimes people forget the game looks great. They've been on Imagine Games Network, which is the biggest gaming network you can get on Web 2 or Web 3. But they said they're turning it around because what happened before, they said they were going away from Web 3. And I guess the gamers, like I said, they want a Imagine Games Network, which is a Web 2 gaming platform. And I guess the Web 2 gamers wasn't feeling it, and they thought they was going to switch off, and one of the main investors pulled out. Like they had $100 million, they pulled out, and so. But they say they're coming back and they're going to do things. They're going to be right by the Web3 community. So I'm gonna give it a couple of weeks to see what they do. It looks great, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm glad you gave a good in-depth thought on this because I don't know nothing about this one. But let me see what else is coming down the pipeline. Eddie says, I love the collab live stream. Keep doing these. I will try to. I will definitely try to. 2020 says, Enlighten. Guns is going to kill it, bro. How do you get the guns? No, people are getting it via OTC. Essentially, as of right now, I got into the private sale. I had to pay a premium to get into the private sale. I didn't get the node. The premium was at a 3x premium. So essentially, if you wanted $1,000 within guns, you had to pay $3,000 for that $1,000 allocation. So hopefully, it does some numbers for me because I need to make back some money. Man's going broke in the private sales.
Mhm.
What else? What else? What else? Elderune looks like another amazing game. Do you guys know anything about Elderune?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't heard of other ones.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Looks pretty good. Didn't do a deep dive on it. I think it's one of those ones I looked at really quick. But I think Animoca might be behind them. What did I had some notes on that. Yeah. Yeah, they got some pretty good partners too. Yeah, I did. I made some notes on it, but yeah.
I don't know the tokenomics of it yet, but I see it. Let's see.
I know they got a PvP card game, and they also have the RPG game. NFTs.
Jay, isn't this what you like? They're backed and powered by the Layer 1X. Isn't this what you was talking about? Incubated by
Oh
Caesar?
yeah, I was just looking at that right now because I haven't heard of this game. I went to the website and I'm like, okay, it's one of the games because I heard Layer One X was trying to do something in gaming, but I didn't know they had one out already. So that's kind of dope.
Okay. Could be something to watch out for. All right. I like that call, guys. I like that. I like that. Let's see what y'all think about G Swift. Actually, let's just get into this comment right here. I want Zoe to break this down for us, man. You guys already know my opinions on G Swift. Let's hear Zoe's opinions on G Swift.
I mean, like I said, to me is of course I found it early, just like Celestia, but with the modular blockchain, well, I'm gonna just stop saying it so people understand. Like, I always try to break stuff down. So like they have modular homes, and which means pretty much most of it's put together for you. And so like people don't realize that G Swift is a modular blockchain. So if you want to bring your game over to create your own game in blockchain or something specifically for your game, most of the pieces are already put together for the developers. So it makes it easy for them to build their game on top of G Swift. Because it's a modular blockchain. Because I know a lot of people saying that's a big narrative, it's a big narrative, but people don't understand what that means. But developers are going to be hype about that, the same as they were hype about Neon EVM and all these other things, because it makes it easy for the developers. I think a lot of people are going to be using it. They're on layer 0, so all the assets can be bridged across the different platforms and different blockchains, which I don't think a lot of people understand what layer 0 is either. But when they
No, they
do,
don't.
and when they do understand what layer 0 is, and you start saying, hey, this runs on layer 0, then they'll understand why we so bullish on GameSwift. man, I'm just, like I said, and it's making it easier, same as Reddit games, making it easier for Web2 gamers to come over to Web3. It's cross chain. They got the gaming hub. They're using the ZK EVM for the transact. It's just, it's too many things. Like my head is about to explode, but
Man,
it's been good
man.
to talk Game Swift,
Yeah,
man.
you can keep going.
Yeah, you
Grant
keep
program
going.
coming, RWA integration coming on GameSwift. You know what I'm saying? More. It's
No,
like, yeah,
for everyone watching, if you want to learn a lot about GameSwift as of right now, I call this guy the thread master, because a lot of projects I'm looking at, this guy puts out a crazy in-depth thread on these projects.
Oh
Now,
yeah, yeah.
go follow RV Crypto, get a nice little understanding of G Swift through this thread here. This is he breaks down everything for you guys to really understand what G Swift is building. Now, I've been telling you G Swift is going to be big. I probably didn't even explain it as well as I could, like he did, but I've been telling you guys this for a while. G Swift is actually going to be a big project, and I know that fully diluted valuation scares a lot of people off compared to the market cap, but they don't know a lot of the tokens is actually locked for a long time. So
Hmm.
you guys got to look into it. Do some research on G Swift. This thing is going to actually run up. I made a video comparing it to um, IMX, of course, which was the easiest competitor you could compare it
Exactly.
to,
Yeah.
right? But off of here, you can also see he's comparing it to Tia and Gala, so you can actually compare this to those two and get a nice little understanding of what's going on there as well. I won't be doing a video on G Swift versus G Swift versus Tia, because I don't know if that's going to go well for a lot of people. But hey, just go look into this thread here. You get a
we
nice
need that. We need that.
this is going to help you understand why a lot. Well, I think us here. I'm not going to speak for everyone else not on this, stream right now that are bullish on G Swift. So right now, I really think that you guys should look into it. But where was we? Who was the last one to go? Did any? Who was the last one? Was it Yuzo? The last one,
I think I just went last. I think.
right? All right,
You,
Jay. What's your?
I went and I brought up. We talked about Neo Tokyo and BST. We kind of. So I think it was Zo's turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Before it was Zoe turn, it goes back to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. So
Oh right. Okay.
inspect.
Man, I'm trying not to be techie here, but I'm like Dimension.
Oh,
Dimension is
oh,
probably my
yeah, yeah.
third.
Let me go back. Let me go to Zoe real quick. He said dimension.
Yeah.
What's this? DYM.
DYM.
Okay, okay. Talk to us. Oh, this is only a preview mode right now.
Yeah.
Not out yet, right? Didn't they do the airdrop though?
Yep.
They
Yep.
did the airdrop, but I don't think it's like officially out.
Okay. Talk to us about it.
I mean, like I said, just to break it down, it's pretty much it's a modular blockchain, just like Celestia, but it's using Celestia's data availability, which for people if you don't understand, it just means Celestia handles their storage and all that stuff. So pretty much it's taking the load off of Dimension, but you can also build your specific blockchains on top of Dimension, and like it could be a gaming blockchain, it could be a DeFi blockchain. You could just want to do stuff with NFTs on there. So as you could tell, like I think everything I said is pretty much modular blockchains. Like I'm just bullish on that narrative this whole cycle. So like I said, Dimension uses Celestia for data availability, but you can go on Dimension and build your own blockchain. You get faster transactions, and you just build your blockchain for what you want it to be for, without going too in detail and too techie. But yeah, that's probably my third pick.
Do you want to tell people how they could have gotten this airdrop? If you got like any ideas?
Sticking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm got to get my group on that. I'm working on making some videos for them so they can understand how to do this. Actually, it's very simple. I don't think
And
staking is
they
simple
using
in
the
the past,
IBC
but
bridge, the Cosmos bridge.
Yeah. So I was gonna say like I'm pretty big on this project too, and they actually gave this airdrop to a lot of people. So staking Tia, staking Cosmos, staking Osmo. Um, they gave it to Solana holders. So, you go right now and check your wallets. There's only 19 days left you gotta like put your wallet in the claim. And then when the mainnet drops in, they'll give everybody the tokens, but you gotta do it right now.
Oh, so you gotta connect your Kepler wallet to it.
Yeah, so you can check
Mhm.
all your wallets, check your Kepler, check all your Solana wallets, check every wallet you got because they had so many reasons to be eligible for this airdrop. Like
Yeah.
I even put in one of my ETH MetaMask wallets that I haven't used in a while, and I was eligible for it.
You
So
lying?
yeah, so
Oh, I'm connecting every wallet I got. I'm connecting my 4 MetaMask wallet, my 2 Phantom wallets, my 2 Kepler wallets. Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, yeah, go connect them things. Yeah,
yeah.
it's Genesis. Wait, what's the website? It's on their Twitter. You know, you can find on their Twitter. VPN it up.
Oh, I can't even type. Hold on, because this whole modular blockchain stuff brings me up to where's it at? It's not my pick, but I want to talk about it a little bit real quick. Where's it at? Movement Labs. Here we go. For those that really, are listening to what Zoe has been saying, you got the opportunity to also look into Movement Labs. Now, I'm also biased because I did get into the private sale of this, but I'm not getting my tokens for like a long time. So I'm actually going to buy on a market when this thing comes out as well because it's building a layer one, which is going to be their M1. Then they're building a layer two, which is going to be their L2, their M2, which is actually, as you can see here from the tweet, they're actually going to be using Celestia as well for their data availability. So there's a lot of things that's going to be coming out from Movement Labs that you guys are going to need to pay attention to as well. They're bringing movement to EVM with their Move VM. So there's a lot of things that you need to pay attention to. This is a fast moving space. A lot of narratives come and go. Some are going to stay, and I think modular blockchains is actually going to be a narrative that's going to stay for a little bit here. All right, that's just a quick little talk about there. And then for
Mhm.
my pick, I did wanted to talk about Inspect as Inspect. I actually think is going to be a lot bigger than where we're seeing it at as of right now. Especially when you guys look at this tweet here, Chronicles here put out a banger of a tweet on Inspect. Now, I'm not going to go over all of this as of right now. I just want to show you guys one thing. They're integrating a bunch of different layer ones onto their chain as well. But the big thing that they're going to be doing that I think is going to be huge, as you guys may see right here, swapping directly on X. They're actually adding
Yeah.
swapping function on X, right? If you guys don't know, X/Twitter is the home of crypto, Web3, whatever you guys want to call it. Everyone does their homework on X, look for new projects, talk about projects. Everything is done on X. And if they're
Hmm.
to tap into everyone that is using X when it comes down to crypto, Inspect is highly undervalued, guys. Now, yes, I did get into the private sale. I'm sorry. It's hard for me not to talk about some of these plays, but there's reasons I got into some of these plays. Is I'm looking at it going into later on. As of right now, it did crazy numbers for us, yes, but I think it's going to go even higher, especially if you're going off the fully diluted evaluation. As of right now, a 10x
Hmm.
puts it at a $2 billion market cap for a fully diluted evaluation, right? And I think this is going to be much higher, especially they have more things going for them just besides the whole, swapping on X. You guys could use it to basically do your homework on influencers, NFTs, anything like that. You really could use Inspect as of right now. You can download the the plugin and use it right now. What do you guys think about Inspect? I want to ask both of you guys. I'm gonna start off with Zoe.
I mean, definitely bullish on it. Like I said, I'm getting to the point, especially like even trying to tell friends about projects from last cycle. Like it's the simple things without even explaining it too much. Like you said, being able to swap your assets on Twitter. Like you don't have to, like give the whole dissertation like that in itself. Like you said, Twitter is the home of Web3. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to swap assets on X is not even talking about the looking up crypto influencers and making sure NFT projects are legit and that the traffic coming to their Twitter is legit. Like just that by itself is, that's going to be big in the community. So I think you
Yep,
pretty much said it all. And they got great backers behind them too. So they're going to push it.
yep. What about you, Jay? And if you got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, same thing. Like y'all pretty much said it all. Like especially with the part where it's like everybody uses Twitter for their research, being able to have some of these analytics and things like that that we use all the time to do our essentially our work was gonna make it easier. Like this is kind of I'm surprised nobody thought about this sooner. You know?
Yeah, there probably gonna be some copycats, of course, especially with X. Finally, what Elon said he's gonna be doing payment on X as well. So I think a lot of projects are gonna find a way to utilize X as of right now, going into this
Mhm.
year. Looking at some of these
And
comments
I
here.
think groups are going to be big too. Like they're going to have inspect is going to have like groups, so
Yep.
like, a lot of people really just don't like Discord, so being able to stay on Twitter, that's also kind of crazy.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, I could find a way to use inspects groups as well. So, and there's also I know there's another company. I was working with this company for my NFT project. They also have done like a Web3 version of Discord on their website as well. The Morvi says Becker don't want to pump it and make NFT look like a NT look like a cash grab. Yeah, that could possibly be it because he is in like the SEC's like eyesight if he's going to mess up anything.
Hmm.
Mr. Bud says Kazuna AI, the founder who left Shiba Inu in the early days, is now Kazuna AI. That's a meme. I don't even want to deal with it. It probably could go crazy. I don't know how you guys feel about memes. Are you guys going to be looking at any memes going into this run here?
Not necessarily. There's a lot of good stuff happening without the memes.
Facts. What about you,
How
Zo?
many? How many? Let me ask Mr. Bud a question. How many tokens has Ryoshi dropped so far? Because I keep on hearing about him dropping new tokens. Like, how are they doing?
Didn't he drop the what was it, the Shiba chain or something? Whatever. Driver says nice collaborative stream. Thank you, thank you. Any thoughts on Octo? What do you guys know about Octo?
Nice name, Jarvis.
You guys know anything about Octo?
It was brought up to me the other day. I just started like looking into it. I know it pumped from a micro cap, but I didn't look deep to it's like see what the back end.
Octofi or Octorand?
I think
I
it's
think it's from
Octo.
OTK.
Let me see.
I
I
may
think
be wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, you let us know what Octo you talking about because I think it could be this OKTX. I don't know OTK. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people have been talking about this on YouTube so far. Yep, it's a gaming project that people have been like talking about. I think it's this one. Um, Me personally, I haven't really looked into it. It doesn't. The gaming plays on Solana that I'm truly looking at as of right now. Zoe looks at one of them. What's that called again? Zoe, the gaming play that we was comparing.
You got a Lumia and Angelic.
There you go, Lumia. Oh, Angelic not even out yet. Don't let them know about that one.
Oh my bad, I be talking too much.
Nah, nah, nah. Nah, I already talked about it. I was just joking. I already talked about it in one of my videos. Like this week, I talked about it.
Right, you did.
Angelic is going to be one. I'm still bullish on Star Atlas. Star Atlas probably has the best looking game on Solana as of right now. They got decimated. So these games are going to be the ones I'm looking at. I'm not looking at Octo. I feel like a lot of people were attracted to this mainly because of the market cap, it being a low market cap, of course.
But I think a Lumia is even lower, and the game is so much better to me. Like I said, it's like the next big time. So
Yeah. Illumia has been looked on. People have been talking about it as the next big time. So,
yeah.
and when it comes down to the games, I feel like you guys got to look at the Web3 gamers. Honestly, if you guys want some good alpha on some of the gamers, on some of the games, altcoin games, look at some of the Web3 gamers. You'll see who are the ones actually playing the games. These are going to be the ones that are going to be able to sell you these games.
Mhm.
They're the marketers for these games.
Right,
So
because Illumia just got a Web 2 gamer who I don't think he too much cares for Web 3 games, but he's got like a million followers, and he just got onto Illumia. He's supposed to be advising them on the team, and even he likes the game. So if you get a Web 2 gamer to like Illumia, then it's and he, like I said, he got millions of followers. So literally,
exactly. If
yeah.
these games are streamable and these Web3 gamers or even Web2 gamers are streaming it, they're going to be marketing the project itself. That's why Big Time is so successful as of right now, and why people are truly looking at Shrapnel. And there's going to be some other games like Gunzilla's Off the Grid, Midnight Dead Society, Deadshot. All of those people are going to be looking at those because the gamers are going to be shilling those games to their audience. So let's scroll down. ETH I feel like there will be a base token because it's basically printed money. They can gift base tokens to the right person, so that is compliant. It is all about compliance. Do you have any thought on this, Jay? Because I thought I know you the one that said primarily there won't be no token.
Yeah, base. Well, my I have a long like kind of ethos on it, but it's like base Coinbase is like they got stockholders now, so they got to make them happy, and kind of dropping a token doesn't really benefit base as much. They already got usership, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Um, so I just if and then they said no, they're like, hey, don't look for it, you know.
Ooh, I
I
like
think
this
Arbitrum
comment.
said very early that they were gonna have it.
Yeah, I like this comment here, bro. Check out Relevant GameFi Studio on Metis. I don't know. I like this comment because there's a lot of talks around Metis as of right now. I've seen some of the, like um,
Yeah.
IO talk about Metis. What do you guys know about Metis and why is it being talked about right now?
One thing I've been looking into, I just started looking into Metis and Astria with them,
Astria. Okay.
with the multi sequencer or whatever. So we were talking earlier about oh come on, what is wrong with me right now? Parallelization.
Yeah.
But they're with Astria. I know Astria is doing it for sure. I just started looking into Metis about it, but they have the shared sequencer network or whatever to make the transactions faster or whatever. So just like Celestia is handling the data availability, so Astria is trying to handle like the sequencing or whatever. And I think Metis has something like that as well.
What
Um,
is Astria's ticker?
I don't think it's out yet. It's Astria though. It's ASTRIA, Astria EVM. And so I think that's just their main focus is the sequencer for rollups.
What is it? I don't think I clicked the right one though. Yeah.
What is this? What's their Twitter? Their Twitter
Yeah.
is
If you
Astria.
know Twitter, you let me know. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, yeah. It's on the Twitter is Astria org.
Oh, Astria org. Am I spelling it right?
Let me see where you at.
ASTRA org.
Let me see. It's ASTRIA.
RIA. Okay.
I'm sorry, I kind of went off Metis, but it's kind of along the same lines because they both trying to work on that.
You ain't got to tell me no more. I see my guy Virtual Bacon following them. I'm following them ASAP. I'm
Yeah,
sending
some
it
of
to
these
the
projects
guys.
they be under the radar, man.
Sending it to the guys. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to
a
get
lot
it.
of the Metis projects are on your radar.
Oh, hold on now. Oh,
They're on
they in the Celestia
Astria's on
ecosystem.
Celestia though.
That's how. Okay. Yo, alt layer. Oh my god. Yo,
All layer. Oh yeah.
I'm doing what I gotta do to get this airdrop because I cannot get into the private cell. This thing is done. It's done. You guys need to pay attention to alt layer. I've told you guys on this channel. The reason I was sold on it was because Gavin Wood was behind it, so invested into it. So as soon as I saw that, I immediately put it on my radar because you guys know I'm a big fan of Polkadot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the game.
What
I
was it
haven't
called?
seen the game though.
What was it called? I forgot the name of it, but where's that tweet at? Where's the tweet? There you go. Nitrogen. They're using Arbitrum's Orbit testnet using Celestia. So alt layer might have to be on you guys' radar as well. Try to airdrop hunt that. People are airdrop hunting it right now. There's threads everywhere about it. Go look for them. You guys bullish on cryptos that focus on liquidity lock-in for layer 2? Are you guys bullish on that?
I haven't even been in that. I haven't even really looked
You
into
talking
it.
about
No,
LSPs?
liquidity lock-in. Something like from what I'm remembering, there's projects. I don't know if he's talking about this exactly. People that
Mm-hmm.
drop projects and then they lock the liquidity. I don't know if it's that he's talking about. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. Never mind. I'll take it back. Oh, okay. So he says like ALCZ. Okay, let's pull it up. ALCZ. Football.
Alcatraz.
I don't know if y'all watch Wildcard. Y'all watching Wildcard Weekend, but yeah, go Browns. No. Haven't really. It's pumping. I don't know. It's pumping.
Yeah, it's moving. Market cap is
Yeah, it's
low.
pretty low. It had a nice little shot
Crazy.
up right here.
Bro, 8 million in volume with 300,000
Nah,
market cap?
this look like
What?
8,000, 8,000, 8,000.
Hmm.
Oh, 8,000.
You
Okay, I'm
scared me for
tripping.
a second. Yeah, it's I don't know. I gotta take a deeper dive into this one. I don't know yet. It's still fairly new. I'll look into it though. I see some other comments here. Driver says, I really recently found Zoe's channel and have joined his Patreon. I immediately bought G Swift. Yo, Zoe, you selling G Swift for us, man? Let's go.
Hey man, I'm going door to
Let's
door.
go.
Let's go.
Door to door salesman.
Pump the bags, man.
Man, what's your thoughts on GameSwift price bull run? Ooh. What do you guys think? I'm not gonna lie, I put out a video and a lot of people were hating me. They didn't like some of the price predictions I put in there because I think it could go to $5.
Were you too low or too high?
I think I had one hopium pick in there because you know me. If I'm putting out the video, I'm going to give a hopium take, and I say take it with a grain of salt. But you know, some people don't like it or they don't hear that part, and they start attacking you, boy. But I said I think it could go to $5, $2.50, $5.
$5 sounds about right. Yeah, I'll say somewhere right there. I usually look at market cap, so I say I can see it at, a 400, 500, half a billion market cap.
Okay. What about you, Zoe? If you even want to partake in this,
I might be too bullish for y'all.
yo, as soon as you hit me with that 190 on Tia, I was like, oh.
I feel like it's conservative. I don't know.
It is a conservative. I'm being conservative right now. Like if I was really to be super bullish, I'll say $1 billion market cap.
For the circuit. All right. Okay. What about you, Zoe?
I see at least 2.6.
2.6?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too crazy.
Billion.
It's not too crazy.
All right.
We're just gonna have to see.
Like that's conservative. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hold on. Let me pull up another tweet. Because this is. Let me go to my profile real quick. If you guys aren't following me on X, go ahead and follow me. You guys know everything _alt. I don't even shell my Twitter really. But where's my tweet? Oh yeah, 3 chains. I'm gonna talk about this one. I'm gonna talk about this one. This is important. I'm gonna talk about that one. But where's my tweet? Oh yeah, here we go. I can't wait for next year because I need to see where the prices of where my altar is going to be at that I've talked about. That some people are going crazy about. Especially, you know what's funny is I was talking about how much money was going to come into Solana. And there's a potential that it was going to get back to its all-time high. And we're looking at Solana close to $100 again, right? And people were looking at some of the price targets I had on there. I was like, yeah, y'all just gonna have to wait and see,
right?
But yeah, this bull run, you're gonna see a lot of. I'm gonna keep saying it. You guys are gonna see some crazy evaluations in this market. Some of the low caps you're gonna see are gonna do tremendous numbers. Some of the high caps you're gonna see are probably gonna do some numbers that you probably didn't expect them to do. Mid caps are going to do well. Everything in the market is going to do well, but we just got to wait and see. Essentially, we just got to wait and see.
I think the thing even with G Swift is I know some of the Coles and the influencers on YouTube that's going to be pumping it. They haven't said not a word yet, so that's another thing.
I didn't say
anything.
I didn't even say this. I'm a G Swift ambassador. I don't even do the work yet, but I got to start doing the work. I'm in their ambassador program. I got accepted. I did apply to get into their ambassador program. That's how bullish I was. This is the only project I applied to become an ambassador for. G Swift. I'm in there thing. I'm talking to some of the guys, and I see who be talking, and I know who's in there. Y'all gonna see.
It's gonna be crazy.
Any thoughts on Credo? I don't know what that is.
Oh, Credo. Yeah, that was it launched like the end of last bull run. Simply put, they hold the digital assets like for or crypto, whatever, for like institutional investors or private investors or whatever. But what they do is they shard out the keys. So I'm just to make it simple. Say you got your digital assets and you a family of rich people, whatever, and each brother and sister, mom and dad get a shard of the key. So like not one of them can just run off with the assets or whatever. To put it in the simplest forms, like that's what it pretty much does.
Okay. All right. I haven't really looked into it, so I actually can't even give a thought on it just yet. The name does look familiar, but I don't remember even looking into it. So I'm glad Zoe had a nice little take on it for you. Let's see. When Moon. Ooh. When Moon, guys.
Ooh. Hmm.
What,
Sometime in the next future.
I need to hear the answer, guys. What y'all think? When Moon?
Moon? I don't know. June, July. I don't know.
June, July. Okay. What about you, Jay?
After the halving.
Okay.
Soon as we have the halving, we chill and we start heading up.
Because you know, May already probably gonna look a little crazy. So that's why I said June or July.
That's true. That's true. It's always crazy leading up to it as well.
Carl says, personally, I'm most optimistic about Shrap. Decent price entry. I agree. I'm very bullish on Shrapnel, but they need to put out that early access. Katie says, I'm in Zoe's Patreon. It is lit. Go make sure you check out Zoe's Patreon. And Donnie, ho, who you calling a hoe? I'm playing. I don't know what that is, but Roex Clan thought about 3 Bull. I'm still very bullish on Player Bull. How you guys feel about Player Bull?
You know, I think it's definitely community driven. I think let me see. I think it's kind of good and bad that Alex mentioned it early, because it seems like it's kind of like one of those Elon things with Doge. Like, unless he mentions it, everybody thinks, oh, maybe it's you know, it's dying off. I know they're working hard over there though. So yeah, I just don't know if the sentiment is as organic as it should be around them right now, because I think it's a good project, but I think they need more organic sentiment that doesn't revolve around Alex by himself.
Okay, let me ask you this. This gonna be a side question, real quick. A side question before I go to Jay. How do you guys feel about like influencers having the power to move the market when it comes down to a certain coin? Because you just mentioned Alex Becker, like Player Bull isn't really moving unless Alex talks about it. What do you think about that? It's a hot talk. It's a hot question. It's a hot question.
You know, the thing is like it's like a double-edged sword, because like naturally it's like as somebody who makes videos, you're gonna talk about what you're bullish about, but once you get to a certain level, you know, it's like it's kind of known already that, like, you know, if you got 1 million subscribers, you talk about a low cap, it's probably gonna move that price.
Facts.
You know, so it kind of sucks in that regard, but also I think it's like it adds another layer for us to determine, like, okay, is this thing pumping because it's actually good? You know, is it living off the hype from Alex Becker, or are they actually bringing something that's going to be here for a while? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. What about you, Zoe?
I mean, kind of like you said, it's just, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I know they're one of the few gaming platforms over on Avalanche and stuff. So, like I said, I like what they're building and whatever, but it's the influencer thing. I don't know, man. It's not that I don't want to answer because it's a hot take or afraid what somebody think about what I say. It's just like, no, because one side, sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. You know, you just got to learn how to play the game, because, like I tell people, you can't be too smart in crypto. You just got to follow the sentiment, see what people are doing, and, you know, it is what it is. You just got to play the game, because you can't change the rules. So,
damn, that's fact. A lot of dumb money.
That's a good way to put it.
A lot of dumb money do make a lot of money in this space. My take is, when you look at my channel per se, I don't even want to be called an influencer. Even if I end up getting to like that 20K subscribers, 50K subscribers, I don't even want to be looked at as an influencer. That's why I cover so many altcoins, especially when it comes down to the name. 1, because of the name. 2, because I don't even want to be, like, you know, labeled as the shiller for a certain altcoin. That's why you don't see me talking about some of my favorite altcoins on the channel all the time. You guys know already which ones are my favorite ones, if you guys even personally ask me. So it could be G Swift, Relio, you know, Proppy, all of these different things, even Polkadot. I'll make videos on them once in a while, but I'm covering so much that you can't put me in like one of those brackets that could move a certain coin. That's just me. But of course, you got everyone else's take on that. And MS says, I have big exposure to G-File. What are your thoughts? What do you guys feel about G-File?
well, so in the bear market, you know, there's only a handful of projects, right? And so I think we all were hype about GFAL when it first came out. Like I always talk about this, Trip Hawkins and EA Sports, and that's good. But it feels like the Alex Becker thing. I feel like they were just relying on that to pump. And I say this with a lot, not just the investors, but projects as a whole. The projects don't even realize the competition that they about to have this bull run. So they're like, all right, we're gonna make this thing, throw some names behind it, and it's just gonna pump to the moon. But the competition is so thick. Everybody's got somebody that was in gaming, whether it was Unix, Ubisoft, Gameloft. Like so that one seller point of saying we got Trip Hawkins, they're gonna have to do better. Because I mean the vesting schedule is already a little rough on GFAL. I mentioned it before too. I was liking in the bear market. I talked about it. But this competition is still coming out. Like the competition hasn't even fully come out yet. Like so they're gonna have to move. They're gonna do some marketing, do some more stuff.
I do want to ask the question: if you guys are bullish on GFAL, very bullish on GFAL, right? And you guys are looking at especially when it comes down to the tokenomics, what deters you guys from G Suite? That's just my question for you guys, but not you guys on the panel right now. This is for like the watchers. I just want to know if you guys want to answer that some way. What about you, Jay? Do you got any thoughts on this?
No, I don't have. I looked into it, and then I wasn't really as sold on it as some of the other games I was looking at, so I didn't really go that far into it, to be honest.
Okay. Do you guys also know about Vector Space from last bull run? It hit $20 all time high, and he still has his bag. Do you guys know about Vector Space?
Um,
Yeah, my Telegram group is like they've been bullish on vector space, and for some reason, like they still been bullish on it. I told them not to try to hold it through the bear market, but they're still bullish on it. They think it's gonna have, that it's one of the top like AI plays when it comes to machine learning, like and being like connected in that industry outside of Web3. They've been working for a minute, so you know, I heard some good things about it. I don't hold it anymore, but it is one that I do got on my list.
What about you, Zoe? If you know anything about it, I don't really know much about it, so.
um, well, not just necessarily towards that project. I'm gonna give an actual example. I try to talk to people about this a lot. So this cycle being my third, like what I try to do is get into projects that I can easily explain to other people. Some of these projects are good, they can pump or whatever, but I'll give you one example that I had. Linear finance last cycle. Before the bull really got there, 2020, you pick it up for 1 penny, and you like I said, 1 penny, it's a low market cap. This thing is going to go crazy, and you was just waiting for. But it's a good project, and as you're trying to tell people about it, if they don't understand it, they're not going to invest in it. I think the most I got was a 14x, and if you had asked me then, I was like, this is a minimum, 50x. I got it at a penny. It's a low market cap or whatever, but 14 cents was the top, and that was it. So some of the projects, even if they got AI in the name, if I can't simply explain what it does to retail investors, then I'm not really in it. That's why big gaming is big for me this cycle.
I love,
So I try not to get in
I love
projects that
that
I try
take.
to explain.
That's pretty interesting take. That's a good way to put it. Like, sometimes there's so much going on with the project, it's hard to like kind of narrow it down. Or someone's like, "What is it?" And then it's like everything comes to your head. You're like, "Okay,"
Because they be good projects though. They really do be. They really be good projects.
Yeah.
But like trying to
Also, sometimes I will also tell people too, like sometimes in crypto, it's like when you see something and you don't understand it, it looks weird, or it's not enough information or something like that. Like stick right there, do deep dive a little bit harder, because if it seems like it's really hype and it seems like past, like this is how I learned in crypto a lot. Like it's past my knowledge. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I gotta start looking up vocabulary words or what, just to figure out what these people are talking about. Those projects end up 1000xing, because people don't understand it. But also I understand your take too. Like both of them are actually, it makes sense. Like you can explain it to people easy. They see the game, they like it, they buy it, so
I love that take, guys. DeFi guy says hello, yo. DeFi guy, hit me up. Talk to me about this Nero launch. I was in your space earlier this morning. I heard everything. If you guys don't know, you guys got to look into this Astar ecosystem. Astar is actually starting to pick up. They had a huge space early this morning. DeFi guy and I forgot the other CEO of Nero launch was in there. let me just quickly pull up Astar real quick because it's crazy what I've been telling you guys about what Astar was building. It's really, the last time we looked at it, it was at about a $700 million market cap, and before that, before we looked at it,
I
then
remember hearing
it
this
was
one.
about a $200 and something million market cap. It's now at an $800 million market cap. I told you guys, this is going to be a big player over there in the East in terms of a EVM chain. Astar is going to be one of those big ones. And DeFi guy here is building out a game or project on Astar's ecosystem called Launch. So I definitely need you to DM me and talk to me a little bit more about what's going on, because I'm in the Discord, so I'm there. You can find me. Crypto God says, "What up? What up? Playable prices. Do you guys got any takes on like the price of Playable if you want to talk about it?"
Haven't really thought about that.
Okay. Crypto God says we're talking right now. Don to Don, Playable is trash. I'd pick Miria. Ooh. Don to Don is here, but how you guys feel about Miria?
I like them too, but I mean, like I said, I hold a big bag, but I'm ready to see them do some work. Same as GFAL. Like I always say this in my stream, like GFAL and Myriad came in early as the gaming projects, and so they got that good. They got a big community because people are like, oh, I picked this up early, I feel good about it. But the competition is coming, so they're gonna have to come with it. I know they got some announcements to come in development, but they got to get on it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of competition.
Yep. 2020 Enlighten says biggest sleeper this year is XAI. Mark my words. Now I've been put onto XAI by my Patreon members. They was buying nodes. I probably should have bought a node,
Mm-hmm.
but I skipped on it. I'm gonna pay attention to it when it's on the market. Like it's already on the market. You guys know anything about XAI?
Yeah, I've been looking at it into it. They say they're just going to do just strictly AAA games. So no mobile, no is they say it's got to be AAA. I think they're built on Arbitrum,
Yep.
and it's kind of same thing as Ready Games and GameSwift trying to bring on Web 2 games to Web 3, and that's why they said that it's AAA games or it's nothing. So I guess that's their whole selling point. I'm still digging into them, but yeah.
I do like them as well. As there's few gaming focused projects on Arbitrum. I think those that are there now will definitely succeed. Something like Army of Fortune, XAI, and I think there's one. Excuse me. There's one more, but I just don't remember it. You got any thoughts, Jay?
No, I'm barely looking at this for the first time.
Okay.
Like, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff I like right now.
Have you looked into Neon and Mint Layer? We did talk about Neon earlier. Mint Layer. I know there's a lot of people bullish on Mint Layer. Do you guys know anything about Mint Layer?
Yeah, we talked about Mint Layer earlier, didn't we? I'm bullish on Mint Layer.
Yeah. I think we talked about it in the Bitcoin narrative stream. I like this question here. What games did you guys like over GFAL? I want to ask both of you this. Starting off with Zoe.
I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer that.
You
How the
don't
girls
want to
say,
get attacked. You don't want to get attacked.
all of them, because they gotta come better, man. They gotta come better.
I
They
tell
were
you.
kind of the
I
top
tell
of my
you.
list, but they kind of falling. They falling right now.
I tell you. I like. I tell you. Shrapnel. I take
Mhm.
Shrapnel over GFAL any day. I take G Swift over GFAL any day. Um, there's some other ones that's coming out. It's not even on the market yet. So, just like Zoe said, there's going to be a lot of competition when it comes out to gaming. So we have to see. 2024 to 2025 is going to be some exciting times. What a time to be alive. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I'll take the two you said. You said Shrapnel. You said G Swift. I'll say Lit. I like Lit Labs because I actually like the game on there. Um, so not to hate on GFAL, but those are the other ones that I'm looking into more.
Oh,
Alex
I
said,
thought it was a rhetorical question. My bad.
Mythical games.
"Oh, mythical games, chill. Still not a lot of people know about it yet, but I'll find out soon."
Yeah,
Okay,
I
some
got
more.
some. I mean, like I said, Illumia, um, Big Time, Honeyland, Army of Fortune. So I think some of the other ones are not out yet, so I don't think we're gonna talk about those. Artifact, of course, I just did a video on that. The
Decimated
other ones are
also.
still they haven't come out yet. And Shrapnel, yeah, Shrapnel, but
Yeah, Crypto03 says I got the spicy questions. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, you put them on the hot seat. You ain't put me on the hot seat because I'm ready to answer. I don't think who attacked me in this space. I I just look at it and laugh. But is it too late for the alt layer airdrop? Nah, I actually don't think it's too late. You can actually start to try to farm it because there's new people are starting to post the new threads. Let me see if I can pull it up on the back end real quick. Because I think I favorited one of the threads about farming the airdrop. That's why you guys gotta follow me on Twitter. On Twitter, I do be liking a lot of different crypto stuff that could be very helpful to you guys. Where is it at? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I swear I liked it. But yeah, just go on Twitter. You could type in alt layer airdrop or whatever, and you'll find it. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. From the guy Barry. There we go. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull it up here. He actually has a lot of different like airdrop guides too that you guys can follow. This is very helpful for you guys, especially if you guys really want to get into some of these airdrops. Follow some of the people that actually post like content on it on X. And they give you guys a detailed description on the potential ways of actually earning the airdrop. So as you guys can see, the nitrogen testnet by Art Layer is live, and Arbitrum Arbit that uses Tia's DA layer. So the time he says it takes 10 minutes and it costs you zero money. So like I said, I favored it. You could just look into it. You add the RPC onto your MetaMask. This is where you guys got to learn how to add RPCs onto MetaMask, and you're gonna be able to play on those chains. It's just like any EVM chain, you got to add their RPC to the MetaMask. And then here you go. You could just break it down here. I'm gonna have to do this as well because the older drop guide that I did, I don't know if it applies to this because I do have the alt layer testnet on my MetaMask. So there you go. Follow Barry, Barry Crypt there, and you guys can get a nice little airdrop guide there. Let's see if there's any other comments before we go to our last picks. I know this is a long stream right now. Let me just look at the last comments here. Most gaming coins are hella deflationary. Deflationary? You think most gaming coins are deflationary? I thought it was more inflationary. What do you
Yeah,
got?
I think it's more inflationary. There are more coins being released.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant. I think.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant too. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
And then crypto labs. Okay. Let's switch it up. Let's go to Jay. Give me your last altcoin that you think will be huge this cycle here, because we gone long. What's up?
Yeah, we gone long. I'm gonna keep it nice. This one's not really that sexy or nothing, but Sui Swap.
Sweet swap. Ain't that
Yeah, I think.
right here?
Yeah, I
It's
think.
trending right now.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, it's trending right now. Talk to me.
Yeah, trending right now. It's undervalued. I think the whole Sui ecosystem is undervalued, but I think the main thing about Sui is like it reminds me of Solana in the early days where it's like people kind of hated on it. They got a bad taste in their mouth. They wanted a fat airdrop, but they got the developers. People are over there building some nice stuff. So once they start doing their little ecosystem fun and start putting the incentives out, I think SuiSwap is going to be one of those main kind of beneficiaries of that.
I love this pick. Why? Because I always say when you guys look into ecosystems, if you guys don't want to play the actual layer 1 or layer 2, whatever it is, look for the decks that's on there, the main decks. You can get better ROI than actually investing into the layer 1. And SuiSwap right now, as you guys can see, is actually doing pretty well, right? Look at this from the past 3 months. Just off of December itself. Since December 1st, this thing has been on an uptrend. And I actually have been seeing some content creators are starting to now look into SuiSwap. One being Coach K actually said he actually dropped a video on why Sui is actually going to be a big ecosystem. So this could be something to really pay attention to. It's still at a $40 million market cap. So you guys can have some opportunities there. Boom. I like that pick, Jay. I like that one. Because you just put that one on my radar too. What about you, Zo?
What's that?
Your last pick was
I
going.
thought I already gave him. Mine was Celestia, Ready Games, and Dimension.
Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. My fault. Let me get a bonus pick.
Bonus pick. Oh, bonus pick. Oh man, talking about on the spot.
All right. I'm gonna let you think about the bonus pick. I'm gonna go cover my last pick, and then I'm gonna come back to you for that bonus pick.
Okay.
You're new on the channel, so I just got to ask you a little bit of questions. You're gonna give us a little different insight. So, alrighty. So my last pick is gonna be the bigger market cap of all the altcoins I've been looking at, and I've been talking about it. It's scale. Let me pull up the tweet. One of my tweets today actually has been. I didn't even think it was gonna get that many attraction that it's been getting. Because I don't normally don't get a lot of attraction, but I said three chains I'm looking forward to when it comes down to gaming: Sol, Avax, and Scale Network. And I mentioned this last stream, and I actually dropped a video on Scale. Scale right now is looking like it's going to be a underrated gaming chain with all the ways to save on gas fees, and not only that, their chain is actually optimized for AI as well. These are the two narratives that people are looking to when they're going into this next cycle: gaming and AI, right? And this is optimized for both. And when you go straight onto their website, you get to see why it's optimized for gaming. And then you scroll down a little bit more, it's optimized for AI as well. So I do think we're going to be looking at some projects that are going to be building on scale. One, my favorite one being Haven's Compass.
Gibbons Compass, yeah.
That one is looking beautiful, and it's actually on Sui and Scale, right? So Scale right now is looking pretty good. I know a lot of people are looking at this market cap right now; it's pretty high. But if you guys look at the fully diluted, the tokenomics looks very beautiful when it comes down to Scale as of right now. And I've told you guys, Astar was going to be a big project, right? And I'm now telling you now, Scale is also going to be another big project that people are going to look into, right? This thing has some room to go. What was its all-time high 3 years ago, where it hit $1.22, and right now is at 8 cents. So I do think there's going to be some adoption when it comes down to this chain. It's fully optimized for the two biggest narratives that we're having this cycle right now over here on the West, being gaming and AI. But I want to know your opinions on this one, guys. If you guys have been looking at scale, either one of you guys, it could be Jay or Zoe.
I'm still doing my research on scale. When I seen your last video and some of the things you said about it, about how a lot of these projects are using it, go into it. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm I'm just barely doing research on it, but I like what I see so far. But that's all I can say so far.
What about you,
Ask them
Zoe?
again next week.
Okay. What
Yeah,
about you,
same
Zoe?
thing. I was just looking on Twitter, like I said, I'm always following the games, and I saw Haven's Compass, the same one you mentioned, and said they were on scale. That's just really what made me look. I mean, I've been known about scale, but that's what made me look their way. So I was like, I'll look into it because just not what I thought they was going to be onto. So I haven't researched it deeply, but I'm the same as him. I'm gonna look into it in the next stream. I'll have more insight.
Exactly what you said is the reason I started to look into scale, because I thought Haven's Compass was going to be another AVAX play. Once they brought that, well, we got the opportunity to get into private sale of Havens. I saw that it was built on scale. I started to look into scale a little bit more. I even mentioned all that in the video that I made for it, and I do think this thing has some potential. So from this right now, we got a donation. Your thoughts on Rococo? Want to hear different opinions? Okay, since you paid, let's look at this real quick. And then we're gonna go to Zoe's bonus pick. The Coco Network. What is
Yeah,
this?
Roku Network. That's the AI pick.
Roco? Oh, I'm over here saying Rococo. I can't say. I gotta go. I got football in my mind. Something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm look,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, I was gonna say I'm looking more into these into these machine learning picks, and this one is like built. I think it's built on top of BitTensor, and so it could move. It was one of those. This is a perfect example of one of those ones where it's like you look at it and it's not very easy to understand right away. You're like, what? Like read the description on Twitter. You're like, what's going on here? But when you look under it and you kind of know a little bit about it, like
Mhm.
machine learning is about to be huge for when it comes to AI. Some of these machine learning protocols are going to be like, you know,
Yeah,
like
actually, I actually found this. Not I didn't find it, but when I was doing my secret AI plays, where I
Mhm.
mentioned Olas, Automatus or something like that, and then a fork of BitTensor, I actually saw Rococo. But when I saw all this writing here, the way this was written, and I looked at,
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, I don't understand. No, 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 no. Let me stay away from this. I
That's what
do
I
remember.
mean, man.
I do remember this one, and this actually goes to what Zoe said. If you can't really explain it, like in layman's terms, you might as well just stay away from it. It's hard, right? But this, I'm gonna have to look into it, man. I do like the
So
tokenomics.
let me just say where I got that from. You remember that token YFI?
YFI, Euro
Yeah,
Finance?
yeah. You're in finance from the last bull run. Remember how it went?
Oh,
And it was more than Bitcoin at one point. It was almost
yeah,
100K.
yeah,
And my boy had told me at YFI, I think like it was definitely below $1,000, maybe even below $100. And I went to the website, and all it was a big ass logo, and it just said YFI. It was all pink and black, and I was like, man, what is this? This is stupid, like. And I logged off because I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. But if I would have stayed there for another 5 to 10 minutes, I would have got into Wi-Fi and then wrote it up to like 100K from less. You know what I mean?
yeah. That was
I
the
won't
talk
forget. I
of
won't
town,
forget my
man.
Wi-Fi, bro. I won't. When I seen that price, I was like, "What the fuck is going on in crypto here?"
Yeah. Uh huh.
I'm like, "Yo, I didn't think we was gonna see anything as as high of this price unless Bitcoin gets that high." I'm like, "What the heck is going on here?"
Yeah. So then
Right.
you notice too that an example from this run is BitTensor.
Yep, yep, yep.
So when you go and you start looking up Tau and you're not
True.
into like machine learning, you're like, what is all of this? You know?
I
But
just got into it because I saw the backers.
right. Yeah. So you gotta look at, okay, there's backers. It looks way smarter than my pay grade. So I'm gonna stick around and see what's going on here. Those are the people that might want to put my money behind.
Okay. And Super Nerf says bonus pick MoFi. We're gonna look into that. And then DeFi guys say it was an AMA with the Chinese community about our airdrop / token called Nero X. Okay. Yeah, I need to get more information on this. I already follow you on Twitter, so I'm gonna jump into any of your spaces so I can get those alpha, man. And Diego says, "Yo, broski, you funny." Let me get that bonus pick though. Oh yeah. Back to it. Zoe. We need you. What's the bonus?
Man, this one is not out yet, and I don't even know if you. There's reasons why I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint and see if you know. So I sent one of my guys to your group. He's an avid gamer, and so is this project. Like usually he'll come back to me and ask me. He knows how to play games, but he'll come to me for the crypto information. And so he was like, "Man, I want to get into this one." I was like, "Yo, put some in for me too." Do
What's
you
the
know
hint?
what I'm talking about?
What's the hint?
Man, W.
You said man W.
W is the hint.
W is the hint.
WW.
W. What the? Hold on. I gotta go into my notes, man. I gotta go into my notes.
The movie is a movie.
It's a movie.
They're doing stuff based around a movie.
Damn.
He
Oh,
got too many.
Walker World.
Yeah, man.
Walker World.
I mean, I got a lot of them. I want my Patreons to think like, why is he not talking about the other ones? Like that's why I always say there's so many projects coming out. I'm bullish on the ones I have now, but when I saw that one, I was like, dude, yeah, that
Yeah. This one I'm bullish on. I just recorded a video of it's going to be called the top 5 gaming projects that you guys are going to need to pay attention to. That's coming out this year, right?
mm-hmm.
And the bonus pick is Walker World. Now there's a bunch of reasons. A matter of fact, I'm not going to steal the show from you, Zoe. This is your pick. Talk to me.
Like I don't think we can say that, can we?
No. We
That's
can't
why I
say
don't
that
want
part
to.
yet. I don't think we can say that part yet. Even though there's a tweet on it, I don't know if we can say that
I'm gonna
part.
just say the name. I'm too scared, man. I'm too scared to get
There's
into
a tweet.
details.
There's a tweet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the tweet is right there. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know. But
listen, man.
you talk to me,
I'm
man.
Let
still.
me see,
I
man.
gave
Let me
you the
go in
name.
here.
Listen,
Maybe I'll
they
say.
said do your own research. Do your own research. You got the name.
I'll say it because I said it in the video. It looks
Okay.
like it may be connected to Ready Player One, which is essentially the the Ready verse. You guys already know about Ready Player One. They're somehow connected to it. We don't know. It's allegedly, because I don't want nothing to mess up for me in the back end. Uh, I did get into the private sale of this. Essentially, reason I was bullish on it because I already knew about the NFTs. One of my guys from last bull market actually told me there's 2 NFTs I missed out on: Walker World's NFT and freaking Neo Tokyo. Two
Mm-hmm.
guys. One guy had told me about Walker World to buy the NFT because I was buying a bunch of NFTs at the time, and then I actually did not buy this, and I think it ran up to like at least close to an ETH at that time. I forgot the price of it, and then same with Neo Tokyo Citizen. I skipped all the way out on that. That hurt me more than even seeing the price of Bored Ape Yacht Club because I never had a chance at that one. So, but this is looking like it's going to be a good game. I definitely like that you brought this up. Not too many people know about this one yet. It's not even talking about when they're
I
truly
mean, it was
launching
bullish
on it.
even before the movie, like you said. Like even if that just added like fire to. I mean,
Yeah, so there's so many games coming out this year. It is crazy, man. It is
Yeah,
honestly
there is
crazy.
so many games.
Too many games. But I like this bonus pick, even though this was a little cop out. But I like the bonus pick though. I like the bonus. And let me see some of the questions. RWAs is such a sleeper. Yep, that's what we started the stream on. Talked about the RWAs. DPIN is also starting to pick up. If you guys haven't noticed, DPIN is actually really starting to pick up as a narrative as a whole. And there's some projects actually. There's one project in the peak ecosystem that is actually around DPIN, but tokenizing electric batteries. So I'm gonna let you guys look for that in the peak ecosystem. I already did a video. If you guys know how to search on the channel, you can find out. But that's that. Oh yeah, RWAs, which has potential. We talked about CredFi. We didn't talk about Stowbox yet. And sorry for the question. Just curious about Alpha. I don't even know what that is.
is
You
that
guys know about that?
Latvian with the sharding?
You know about this?
Uh, I,
Okay.
I mean, I was researching early on and was sort of bullish on it, but once not just gaming, just there's so many layer ones and different things coming out that solve the same problems but solve them better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying Alephium is bad, but I just feel like it's competition out there and the game is changing so fast.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
mm,
Well, today was a good ass stream. I'm not even gonna lie. We went long as hell. I want to know, I want to know your closing thoughts because we're going to come back again next week. So you already know you're always welcome onto the channel. You can come back next week. Me and Jay always do this. Try to do this at least weekly, so you can come back.
yeah, I'm there. I'm
More
there.
alpha. You need to show anything, though.
No, I'm just glad, you know what I'm saying. I just started a channel and trying to, figure out the whole flow of my live streams. And this definitely worked better for me. Like-minded guys in the space that we not competing with each other. We're really trying to help each other, help our different audiences and Patreons. This definitely, I love this flow of this. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, but join the Patreon, Patreon at CryptoZo. Like I always say, I'm a little older than I look, and even for the people in my
How
Patreon,
old are you, man? How old are you? Because this is the second time you said that.
can't tell that, man.
You like 40?
I look at everybody in my Patreon like my children. Like I feel like I'm actually
40?
responsible for trying to help these people. Like if they trying to change their lives, we all trying to change our lives. So I'm not there to get rich off Patreon subscriptions. I'm really trying to help people as the best I can. So join the Patreon if you looking for some more alpha and somebody to bounce stuff off. And same as EAs. I just really appreciate both of you guys' energy. Jay, also, I just met you today. Thank you guys for letting me come in your space because you didn't have to. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Oh, and if y'all watch TV, check out BMF. It's coming out March 1st. I'm gonna be in BMF, so give us some views, some watches, some views.
I'm over here watching Power and BMF. I'm about to watch TV. I'm about to be DMing Zoe like, yo, what's happening next episode, man?
Yeah, what you know, man? Tell me. I'm
What's
trying to make a
going on?
bet with my homie. I need some inside.
But
Inside.
Zoe, I did want to say I actually thought you was gonna bring up next because I just looked on it. I pulled up your channel.
Oh yeah.
I actually thought you was gonna talk about next. Can you give us a quick little a little understanding of next before we leave? Just for the shits and giggles because I actually had next airdrop and sold it. So I need to be sold on why I should.
Oh man.
Actually, hold on before you go, everyone, if you want a free airdrop right now, you guys, it depends on how, like, I don't know if the claim window is still up there, but if you guys actually bridge over a lot of money over to different chains, Where is it at? If you guys bridge over money onto different chains, like I told you guys on the channel, use Stargate Finance because that can help you with the airdrop for layer 0. Wormhole has Portal, which you can use to airdrop as well for airdrop. Connects also allow you to bridge over, and I've been using Connects for a long time. I didn't even know they had an airdrop until one day my Zerion had an alert. It just said you got next. Look at next. I'm like, what are you talking about next? So I put it in. I'm thinking this is like a fake like token. I put it in onto I think it was CoinGecko or whatever I put it into, and then the Connects token popped up, and I plugged in how much I got in each wallet. I'm like, oh yeah, this is free money. This is just a bridge. Let me sell this. So, so talk to me about Connects real quick.
So as always, I just like to break the stuff down simple. So what Connects Work really does is, it's cross-chain interoperability protocol. So developers can build their applications on one chain and then use them on different blockchains. And the way I explained it in the video is pretty much like you have some apps that you can only use on iPhone, but Connects would be the thing that it makes it so you can use those same apps on Android. So it just makes it so you can use your dApps on one blockchain and use them on another. So it's interoperable. And that's the simplest way I can explain it for people, because I know everybody's not tech savvy like that in crypto space. But it's what it does, allowing you to use your dApps on different blockchains. But the backers behind it, like it's Polychain, 1KX, Hashed, HTX, and Coinbase. And that's where everybody looks for that Coinbase listing. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get a Coinbase listing. I might be wrong, but it's a great project, great backers, and that's all that's my little elevator speech on it.
You actually put me back onto Next, bro. And immediately added it back to my watch list, and I'm looking to add it on the portfolio. I was doing some research, right? I don't know if they had retweeted it or this was like somebody talking about it. Essentially, the next unlock for this does not happen till September, if I still remember correctly. So right now, what you're seeing right now, where's the supply? Where's the supply? This supply is going to stay like this till September, if I remember it correctly. And of course, there's going to be some more dilution. But even when you look at the dilution, it's still
we're going to be in swing by then.
I consider this a mid cap right now. It's a low end mid cap. So this thing could have some room to go. I actually like this pick. Once I watched your video, I was like, damn, yeah. That's why I thought you was going to talk about this one here.
I figured they can go on the channel and watch it.
You already plugged in your channel, man. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for showing up. Jay, you got anything to say? Any closing thoughts?
No, man. Everybody can just follow my page, check out my free Patreon right now, get you access to the Telegram group. So yeah, let's get it.
Boom. You guys already know the YouTube is up there. And you guys know if you guys want to get into any upcoming projects, private sales, we get into too many to actually really fully name. But you could DM me on Discord. I could give you like a teaser of 5 of them, but we gotten into too many bangers as of right now, and we're looking like we're going to have a good 2024 to 2025. So if you guys want to get into any projects, private sales, join that Patreon, join the Discord, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.